It's summer 2019. Kawhi Leonard has hit free agency, one of the most coveted players in the NBA. Teams across the league are clamoring to sign the two-time Finals MVP, the two-way player who could single-handedly rewrite history for any franchise. The only problem was Kawhi's uncle Dennis was demanding what few teams were willing to give, except for one, the team owned by the richest man in sports, Steve Ballmer. And that's where things get fishy, because while the wealth of individual owners and teams vary wildly, the salary cap was supposed to level the playing field. But could it be that the real money lives in the shadows?
I think there's some salary cap circumvention as far as that goes. You can be creative with the cap.
Half the league does this. I wish I could say 10% of the shit that I've heard over the last 20 years. This is a whole world of the NBA that they would rather we didn't talk about. Everything you think is happening, just period.
An underground economy that, if exposed, could change sports forever. Steve Ballmer isn't just rich, he's worth $115 billion. And after all of the massive achievements in his personal career, there's nothing he would love more than to bring a championship to the LA Clippers. And when the richest man in sports wants something, the rules start to bend. Ballmer allegedly funneled money to Kawhi Leonard through a team sponsor aspiration. The deal was $28 million in cash and an additional $20 million in stock, in exchange for apparently nothing.
It's a lot of smoke. We're suffocating in the smoke.
As legend has it, you get these verbal promises all the time. This happens a lot.
For context, Kawhi Leonard's New Balance shoe deal was only worth about 4 years, $22 million. I mean, even Cristiano Ronaldo, the most marketable athlete alive, makes about $2 million per endorsement, but even that requires at the very least an Instagram post. So why is this fraudulent carbon credits company paying the least marketable superstar in the sport nearly $50 million, seemingly in secret? On its own, it sounds insane, but the truth is, this isn't the first time that these money deals have gone on behind the scenes or off the books. And this could just be another glimpse into the NBA's hidden economy. Because every league has its rules, but as the old saying goes, rules are meant to be broken. And the NBA has been no exception. In 2000, the Timberwolves secretly promised Joe Smith $86 million if he took minimum contracts for 3 years first, all in an effort to build around this young superstar that was Kevin Garnett. The NBA caught them, they lost 5 first-round picks and any shot of building a contender around KG. In 2013, Nets owner Mikhail Prokhorov signed fellow Russian Andrei Kirilenko for $3 million after he had opted out for $10 million in Minnesota. It raised eyebrows at the time, and many believed that the owner made it up to him off the books. No evidence was ever brought forth. In 2015, the Clippers again arranged a $200,000 Lexus deal for DeAndre Jordan to keep him in LA. The NBA fined them $250,000 because it didn't affect his decision.
For Steve Ballmer, that's the equivalent of a $10 fine to someone who has a net worth of $200,000.
Barely a slap on the wrist. All of this to say that the Kawhi scandal isn't an outlier, it's just the newest and clearest example we have yet of how deep the underground economy runs. The more details that come out, the more questions that start to arise about other deals across the league. Did Brunson really give up $113 million in his prime just to win a championship in New York? Or was there something else worked out in the lucrative market that is New York City? And what about these past legends who supposedly sacrificed everything for loyalty? Could there have been something else at play? Dirk Nowitzki is the poster child of loyalty. One team, one city, 21 years. But what if that story of loyalty isn't as pure as we think? Dirk left nearly $200 million on the table by re-signing with the Mavericks his entire career. I mean, sure, he was worshipped by the fans in Dallas. He had a close relationship and trust with the owner and a love for the team. It appeared that Dirk just valued winning over money. But there are rumors that tell a different story.
Star players with documentaries, and who knows, where the economics go with that kind of thing.
Mark Cuban's company allegedly paid well over market rate for distribution rights to Dirk's documentary, a move some saw as making up the money for Dirk's sacrifice. So was that genuine support, or is this the same underground economy working behind the scenes to circumvent the cap? Well, it raises even more questions when you see Cuban online typing out Twitter essays in defense of Ballmer. It really just makes you ask, Why? Is he protecting his friend or this underground system that they're all a part of? Adam Silver is currently looking into the Kawhi deal and has called cap circumvention a cardinal sin for the league, punishable by effectively neutering a team for years. I mean, just ask the Timberwolves. But what happens when punishment has to be dealt out to the NBA's favorite owner? Silver knows Ballmer's value. He just built the league's newest state-of-the-art arena out of pocket. He's marketed the Clippers, he's elevated the league, and in all honesty, he's an owner who truly cares. Punishing him could destroy a rising franchise, but ignoring him could expose the league as simply having a veneer of honesty, transparency, and a level playing field. And I already have my doubts by Silver's comments on the matter so far.
Frankly, never heard of the company Aspiration before, and I'd never heard a whiff of any endorsement deal with Kawhi or anything around engagement with the Los Angeles Clippers.
To be clear, I'm not sure if I said if I said I never heard of it, I meant in the context of the accusations here. I mean, I certainly was aware of the brand, but I didn't know anything about it.
Got it.
If cap circumvention is exposed, the fallout could be massive. Draft picks forfeited, contracts voided, even the world's richest owner forced out of the league entirely. Or the league does nothing, and a hidden economy keeps running unchecked. An economy that could only grow as the CBA makes it harder for owners to buy a championship roster above the table. Maybe it was always about protecting this illusion of fairness, while the richest owners in the league play a game behind the scenes that only they can afford to win. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.